Alright, hello and welcome to a shitty guide on how to kill the second secret boss, Ice Dragon, in easy hell mode. Alright, so first off, positioning, there's not very much on this boss, to be honest. You just have your main tank, you have him stand directly in front of him, and then you have everybody else in your party stand a little bit to... Actually, it's a little bit more down right here is where you want to stand, basically. There's a little outcrop of ice. Your hand standing on the water. It's not actually water, so don't really worry about it. But just a decent amount in between you and the main tank. Everybody in this game, or everybody in your raid, needs to be running blast cannon. 100% DPS. Is that way you to ignore all basic mechanics, and this makes this fight extremely easy as long as you have the DPS for it. Now, since it is so DPS required, what we do is we have the entire raid besides the main tank Vanguard, any DPS Vanguards, because Vanguards get their DPS skill bar extremely easy, but basically all your Blade Masters, all your Sword Mages, all your Gunslingers, all your Occultists, and your DPS Spirit Shaper. Yes, do run a DPS Spirit Shaper on this. You only need one healer for the main tank, and off heal anybody else who takes damage, but the second Spirit Shaper goes DPS. Basically, everyone that's not a Vanguard or the main healer, they go outside into Revelation, or into this area on the map, drill grounds, right here on the map, where they have target dummies. You build up the entire bar, both sides, and then when everybody has it built up and everyone's ready, what you do is you get close to the out of combat. You get out of combat, you press the little answer button and you go into the raid, and then you teleport to the portal that brings you here. And so when you're here, everybody, see, the people that aren't Vanguards or the main healer, they all just spawn at the entrance, they teleport here, they run down. You want to keep as much bar as possible, and so you pull as quickly as possible. As soon as everyone's here, you pull. Main tank stands right there, everyone else stands right here. You want to slow DPS. Don't try and do any DPS. The only actual DPS I would recommend people doing is Vanguard putting up a strong blade stack. So, Fearless, Indomitable Will, Thunder and Steel to get a good stack and stack it to 5. So, because it'll do a bunch of damage for you. After that, though, you just slowly take it down to 90%, get as much skill power, or rebuild as much skill power as you can on both sides. And then as soon as it hits 90%, you pop every DPS cooldown you have. Do as much damage as possible. This fight is mainly burning the boss as quickly as possible. See? Here comes out 90%. Pop every DPS button you have, all your 3 stars, all your skills. At around this time, when the boss hits about 60%, or 55 to 60%, I would highly recommend one of your people in your party baiting out a tail swipe. In this video, see, normally, by the time most groups hit 50% or around 55%, I normally, as the DPS Vanguard, charge out to the back of him. I wait for him to do his animation for tail swipe, because he will prioritize the tail swipe animation over spawning ads, which will heal him and heal him a good amount, and he will prioritize it over doing like a tornado that will sometimes wipe your party because it will spawn on the party. And so I just wait back here. See, it didn't spawn there when it normally does. There's the tail swipe animation. Bait it out. That's like 5 seconds of free DPS, and you just keep burning it. The main break point is 50%. As long as you can get 50% without getting a tornado that spawns on your group or the 2 ads, then you're pretty good. But keep burning it. You want this to be down to at least below 20%, preferably below 10%. But guaranteed at 10%, he will go into this nets phase where he will spawn a ring around him, and he will spawn tornadoes. These tornadoes, they switch back and forth a little bit at first, but after, like, see how this one just went from the outside to the middle and that one to the outside? After they've done that, it is the same rotation around. So basically, this entire phase is just do not get hit by tornadoes. If you get hit by a tornado, you will get frozen, and then the second hit will kill you. So as long as you have people in your party that can live through this and not get hit, you can soulstone back up, and you can burn the boss. Be careful when you spawn back up though. If you are behind the boss, see, Deities' the main tank was behind the boss. He did the tail swipe, so make sure you don't get hit by that tail swipe, and then after that it's just burning the boss. It's the same as, you know, the first 90% to 10%. You just need to live through his basic attacks. He won't, I don't believe he'll spawn many ads. Just you need the people up that can DPS the boss. That's basically the entire thing. So recap on positioning. So you just have everyone here. As soon as he hits like the 10% or he phases, you're going to get this. There's going to be tornadoes going around the outside. There's going to be tornadoes going around the inside. And there's going to be this blue ring. Can we pull it back up? This blue ring around him. If you touch this, you also get frozen and die. So you don't want to be too close to the boss, and you just want to avoid the tornadoes that go around. Like I said, after about 5 seconds, 5 maybe 10 seconds, basically from going to here, this tornado will come in, and then all the rest of the tornadoes, they will just continually rotate. They won't switch back and forth. They'll just continually rotate, and you just keep running and keep up with them, and you won't get hit by a tornado. As long as you have a few people who do that, you should be able to have most of the party soulstone back up and kill it. That's pretty much it. It's just burning and staying alive during this phase, and that's what will get you to kill the boss.